This video features high-end limited edition collectibles and is intended for adult collectors.
Hi guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Sang
and Max.
And today we got another Integrity Toys review for you guys.
This is the first doll from New Face's The Reckless Behavior Collection, Pretty Reckless Rayna Ahmadi. And there is another doll coming in this collection, which was a very, very highly anticipated collection. It's the follow-up to New Face Reckless, which was a very, very popular collection. And we knew this was in development for quite a while. You know, designer Jesse Ayala had been talking about it a lot and people were demanding it to drop, and it finally did. We have Rayna on hand here, and we will be expecting Alejandra, who is a new character in New Face, and she is also the first trans character to be introduced. She's expected a little later down the line, but we are going to be reviewing Rayna in today's video. This doll was incredibly popular. She was made available exclusively to IT dealers, and she sold out almost immediately at pretty much all dealers, which led to a little bit of an uproar in the community.
You can definitely take a look for yourself on Integrity's social medias. There's a lot of upset fans. While this sold out in record time, it is quite a large edition size. Both Alejandra and Rayna are an edition size of 1,200 each. So this is probably one of the largest edition sizes ever for any Integrity line. This whole collection has been hinted at for a couple years now, so just that hype and the fact that we haven't really gotten a New Face collection in quite a while, yeah, fans were really thirsty.
Yeah, you know, and I'm sure we could theoretically have an even larger conversation about the edition sizes in general, and you know, it's ironic that we're at a point now where 1,200 doesn't feel like a really huge edition size anymore because the W Club is getting so large and there's so many members now. You know, definitely sound off in the comments and let us know what you guys think about the rapid sellout of this doll. Do you think, you know, IT should be expanding its edition sizes? How do you think they should respond to this increase, you know, in traffic and demand? You know, we're curious what you guys think.
And I think that while we might discuss some of those hot topics here in this video, definitely if you want us to go in like a more thorough discussion about what we think, what IT should be doing, and just a bit on our perspective on why this happened and what needs to be done to deal with this increase in popularity with, you know, the company. But let's just jump right into her. Of course, Rayna is the first doll of the Reckless Behavior collection, and she's priced pretty high. That's probably one of the highest price points for an Integrity doll. She's $160, which, you know, is a very large increase compared to the first Reckless collection, and those dolls start out at $140, so it's a $20 increase. Again, that was 2016 and this is now 2021, so you know, price increase and, you know, inflation has affected Integrity Toys. It's not something new.
It's kind of wild that despite the fact that she was absent for quite a while from New Face releases, Rayna has now in recent history, this is her second appearance. I think, you know, some people were surprised that she was the first character revealed for, you know, the new Reckless collection so far. So this is actually the second Rayna to be released in recent history, the previous one being Wild Feeling, who was of course revealed over the last Dolly days. So I think a lot of folks weren't expecting Rayna to reappear so soon when this new Reckless collection was announced, but I love Rayna. So definitely excited to take a closer look at her. Jumping straight into the packaging, you know, we have very standard New Face box, very sleek with the logo on the upper right hand corner, and per usual, you know, there's not really anything going on the back aside from product and warning information. All right, so we simply have to pop open the sleeve and we can see Rayna in box. And as you can also see, you know, like in the previous FR Maison collection, we once again see the return of the story cards. So this doll does come with a story card, super cute. And if you'd like to read it in full, we will show it on screen here.
Yeah, I do like the fact that they are continuing the story cards. I think that's a very fun addition, and you know, it doesn't hurt to hear more about the doll.
The card itself and, you know, the little promo image on it is super cute, which that's something else to discuss for this Rayna for sure. You know, there are some people who are saying oh, you know, the promos look a bit different compared to in person, in particular the hair color. Yeah, we'll maybe get more into that later. I can definitely say I don't personally see a radical difference between how the promo looks and how she is in person. Obviously, you do have to consider things like warmth and saturation of lighting.
Well, a little bit of housekeeping to do. We are doing something we haven't done in over a year, and we are filming in person. So we apologize if our thoughts and the way things are structured isn't super coherent or flow in a particular way, and we'll try to edit to make it look and sound coherent. But you know, it's just something different.
Yes.
Let us know if you like this style, or we should go back to a bit more scripted.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and unbox her and take a closer look.
So here's Rayna out of box, and she looks super gorgeous. So jumping right into her screening, she has a modified version of Natural Wonder Rayna screening, which was the Fashion Fairy Tale W Club Luncheon doll. And you know, it's a very lovely screening. I personally like realistic screening. Like, it does capture more of a human-ish quality to it. Her eyeshadow is like this smoky bluish black, and it does kind of have this metallic sheen to it, so you do pick up a lot of the light across her eyes, especially underneath her eyes.
The eyeshadow is very heavy.
Very heavy, yes. But she is lovely if you can capture her in a particular light or in person. Sometimes on camera and photos she does look a little bit squinty. My favorite portion of her are her eyes. We talked about previously with the Celebration Celebration Ameline, where they did use two tones for the eyes. So here, Rayna has kind of like a emerald green eyes, maybe like a little darker, kind of like a green forest color, and there's a little bit of brown in there too. So it kind of creates this dual tone in her eyes, and I think that's really beautiful. She has neutral, kind of nude lips, a little bit on like a warm peach tone, and she has dark eyebrows, which contrast really differently from her hair. And let's jump right into the hair controversy. And you let us know how you feel about her hair and how it looks here. But the promo images do depict her hair as a bit more yellow, and here in person and on the camera here, it does look like really like platinum white hair. But it's definitely much more yellow than just straight up like white hair. We did a comparison. I'll show a picture here. Her hair is lighter than Little Day Ensemble Veronique. So Little Veronique has a bit more of a, again, more yellow. So Rayna's hairdo is tied up into a high ponytail where it is parted on the side, and the portion of the hair of the bangs are swept to the side into a nice curl. And the remainder of the hair is tied up into this really high ponytail, and it curls back around her neck. She does come with a lot of accessories. So for some of her, hair accessories, she has a beret. The beret is actually really nice. It's silver with a little faux diamond gem in there.
This beret it's not one of the ones where you clip it on, like Not Pretending Eden. This one you actually have to slide it on, which is a very delicate process if you don't want to mess up her little kind of curl swoosh, which is tied into the ponytail.
But here, because like you said, the bangs are curled up into her hair, so if you do mess up, then you mess up that curl. And then she has a pair of earrings, and they are the initials for New Face, so you get an N and then you get an F. And then this necklace or choker, honestly I think it's supposed to be a choker, but the way it's functioned here, it's actually very loose. Yeah, so I thought it would just be something that you snap on, but yeah, on the back of the head here, there's a chain back here.
Yeah, and it's actually a pretty long chain, so obviously if your goal is to strap it to her tighter, you of course have to, use the hook into one of the loops that is closer to the other side. The problem is we got it as close as we could, and it still doesn't have an appropriate like choker feel to me. It falls a little bit loose on her neck. So I agree. I almost wish they were able to construct it in a way where it just didn't need a chain.
Well, this chain necklace is also going to be available with fashionable legacy violin pairing. So she's going to also have this choker, but her choker is a little bit different. Her choker is like studded with like faux diamonds. But yeah, Rayna's, I mean, I think it's very cute to have this kind of like new face logo around their neck, but the execution of it is needs a little work.
I think IT necklaces in general.
Oh my gosh, you remember our very first Integrity doll review was a Reckless doll. It was a uni.
Oh, was she Reckless? She was.
Yeah, she was
Total
Reckless.
Betty, a uni N.
Yeah, don't watch that, please.
we were young, inexperienced children
Yes.
then.
Yeah. But she also had a necklace that we ruined. Remember, that necklace broke.
There's literally footage, I probably still have it. There's footage of us trying for like 20 minutes, like all three of us trying to get the necklace on her.
Good times.
So Rayna's outfit starts with a white mesh crop top. Very edgy. And over that is a form-fitting black mini dress with pleather panels on either side and a peekaboo opening down the torso with some very cute lacing, string lacing, and there is a belt buckle across the bust. This is very much giving me like reverse corset vibes. Her whole aesthetic is very BDSM. It's a lot of string and mesh and pleather.
Yeah. To me, because with the gloves, let's just talk about gloves, she does come with some pleather gloves as well, but her look reminds me of a biker. Besides that, she does have a couple buckles on the side as well. Interesting enough, we haven't seen this quite a lot with Integrity toys lately. It zips up in the back right here. So instead of those hook and thread, it's actually a zipper. There is a hook and thread on the top part to hold it tight, but it is a zipper, which is really nice, thank God. But her gloves are really gorgeous. I love these little like chicken wing flaps. I don't know what you call them, but it's definitely a fashion choice. But gloves like this, I'm glad they finally completely switched over pretty much to like these little sleeves plus painted hands. Oh, so much easier to put on, and it looks more realistic than those little mittens they used to do.
Yeah, for sure. I really like these gloves. One thing that's kind of interesting, so she also comes with a pair of silver studded bangle bracelets, and the promo heavily implies that you should be able to place them over her, you know, the arm warmer portion representing the gloves, but I wasn't really able to do that. So what you kind of have to do, or what I had to do, was I pulled the arm warmer pieces up her arm a bit more to make room for the bracelets. So basically you're hiding that little section of open skin between the arm warmer and, you know, the painted glove hand, which, by the way, the hands she has on right now are not the initial hands she has in box, but these hands definitely, I think, pair best with, you know, for the full glove look. And she comes with 3 pairs of hands total. So yeah, really nice. She has a lot of really nice hand options. I love these.
They're really cute. Like the nails on these hands are gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. It's like a metallic silver dotted with glitter at the tips.
So these ones are painted silver, and then she has her standard pair of hands, which are painted the same color as her lips, which is kind of typical of Integrity toys. They use the same paint for the nails as the lips, generally speaking. And then the third pair of hands are little clutch holding hands, and they are painted that kind of, you know, salmon pink with those black tips. I love the fact they're giving us more options for hands.
So on her feet, she can wear a pair of black mesh netting stockings, which, interestingly, you know, when I looked at the promo images, I thought they were just like little mesh socks. Like, they look really short. And I mean, I'm sure you could kind of push them down to make them shorter. These are way longer than I was expecting. They're basically, if you pull them up all the way, it's pretty much, you know, knee length, like just over knee length. And her shoes are black pleather boots with some faux button detailing on either side with some straps, and there's also kind of like an elastic opening on either side just for aesthetic effect, because these shoes they're just slip-ons, so you just slide your feet in.
Thank God. I do really like that chain detailing on the heel.
And she comes with a standard New Face acrylic stand as well. So I think one of the selling points of this Rayna is the fact that she comes with a super cute pleather bear backpack, which seems structured very similarly to Not Pretending Eden's bear backpack. I don't know if you could really call this a reprint because it's made of a very different material and it has just a very different overall vibe to it. I think it's actually a really creative design because it kind of echoes like the pleather edgy BDSM inspiration of Rayna's ensemble, and I like the little silvery button eyes and the little belt buckle, choker the bear is wearing, and there are chain straps so you can actually have the doll, hold it, put it around her shoulders, and the limbs are movable. And surprisingly, so that little zipper down its torso does open. You can unzip it and there is a little opening. There's not very much space at that point. It almost feels like it's just like a sleeve kind of inside, but you can technically open it and maybe fit like really small objects in it.
I mainly bought it for the bear.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great $160 bear.
I think having Rayna being like a counterpart to that Eden is kind of cool.
They're very like contrasting.
Yeah, it's definitely
similar to the Lilith.
So the final item that Rayna has is her ring. We almost missed this, but she does come with this little silver rectangle ring that we originally thought had some writing on it, but it looks like it's just indentations into the piece, but it is cute.
So lastly, Rayna comes with a pleather hat that is bedazzled with rhinestones, which I guess separates it from, prior characters that have had very similar hats. I'm pretty certain this is essentially a reprint of the same hat that Counterculture Anique had, although this one has an interesting comb pick attachment in the back of it, so you have more than one option to secure it to the doll's head, and it does come with the usual pin as well if you'd like to stick it in.
Which we never understood how to use. I think you just stab into their heads, which I understand if you really want to secure it, that's the best method, but then you ruin the hat. I don't know, maybe you can let us know how to put the pins into the hat without ruining the hat. Yeah, so the comb is actually really nice, but Rayna has an updo, so if you put that comb in her hair, you're ruining her hair. There's I can't think of a way of putting it in there where you're not stabbing into this updo, and when you remove it, you're gonna damage the hair. So I don't know. It's a cute idea, maybe not for Rayna, but I'm glad they're giving us more options to apply it.
But she's also very much serving me in the zone Britney Spears aesthetic. A lot of different aspects of this outfit just remind me of early mid 2000s Britney. In particular, there's one outfit she wore in the Me Against the Music, a music video where she did have on kind of a black corset and there was a white shirt underneath, and so yeah, I feel she's just very much giving me Britney vibes. So of course, Rayna also comes with a certificate of authenticity. As we said, her edition size was 1200 and I got number 755.
Alright, so here are our final thoughts. I think Pretty Reckless Rayna is a very lovely doll, given what we had experienced with the Reckless collection. This is what I was expecting for a successor to that collection. She's very lovely. She has a lot of little details going on, and she has a very gorgeous screening, and I think Jesse has been listening to fans and, doing his best to be able to give us what we want. Her and Alejandra are very gorgeous dolls. If you're fortunate enough to get one of them or both, they make me excited to see what he has in store for the remainder of the Reckless Behavior collection. He did mention that with this collection, he had separated the collection to pairs. That said, I am a little disappointed that he is reusing Rayna, because she did appear in the first collection. But I would have loved to see some of the characters that weren't in the original Reckless collection. You know, we haven't seen Imogen in a long time. I'm excited. I'm hoping to see some more characters that haven't been represented in the Reckless collection.
When I initially saw the promo images of this Rayna, I thought there would be a little bit of a polarizing response to her reveal because, yeah, it's just we already had gotten a Rayna so recently. She is wearing quite a bit of black, which, you know, as we discussed, it's like we got a lot of black fashions throughout the entire last convention, and I think I associated the initial Reckless collection with very fun, edgy, modern, with some splashes of color and classiness. Something struck me about this Rayna as kind of singular and monotone, but I think seeing her in person, she is really lovely and I like her quite a bit. She is totally, as I said, the IT Britney Spears doll. I just get such Britney vibes from her. I came to get a better understanding for this Rayna's insane popularity when, you know, I realized, oh, she is pretty much a recreation or inspired by, or similar to at least, Natural Wonder Rayna, who obviously has developed to be quite a grail. So, you know, it seems like a lot of folks wanted her, and needless to say, not everyone who wanted her was able to get her. But I, as I've said in the past on this channel, I am a huge fan of Rayna. I think her sculpt is gorgeous. I wouldn't say this Rayna is incredibly different from Raynas we've seen in the past, but she is really lovely. Another question on collectors' minds, I'm sure, would be, is she worth, you know, kind of the jacked up price point? I would say yes, she comes with quite a bit. You know, I was very pleasantly surprised to see, obviously, you know, we're a little biased with the adorable bear backpack, but I was very impressed to see that accessory, you know, opens up. She comes with a lot of pieces, a lot of details, 3 pairs of hands, you know, and there's just rhinestones and accessories, and she's really well done. So I would definitely say she is worth the price point. You know, yeah, I mean, in terms of who else we could see in this new Reckless collection, I have seen some folks say they would like to see Lucas. As much as I love Lucas and the Oms, and I don't know, I miss the Oms, like boys who aren't monarchs. Just, yeah, like you know, we don't get to see very many male dolls from IT lately, so I mean, that would be cool, but I do overall agree with saying that, yeah, at this point, there's some other long missing characters who it would really be a good and unique opportunity to dress them in these types of fashions. So hopefully, you know, obviously we're getting an all new character with Alejandra, but hopefully we see some long missing returning faces for the remainder of this Reckless collection.
Exactly.
But definitely let us know what you guys think of Reckless Rayna in the comments below. Let us know if you're hyped for Alejandra as well. We will do our best, of course, to review her when she becomes available. So check out links in the description for our other Integrity Toys reviews and the full playlist. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.